Mrs. Hanson?
Here.
Mr. Miller?
Here.
Mr. Mortensen?
Here.
Mr. Tadolini?
Here.
Mr. Rickhammer? Mr. Chart?
Here. Please rise and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is there a motion to adopt the agenda?
So moved.
A second.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt the agenda. Is there any debate? There is no debate. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Garrett?
Aye.
Mrs. Hanson?
Aye.
Mr. Miller?
Aye.
Mr. Mortensen?
Aye.
Mr. Tadolini?
Aye.
Mr. Chart?
All right, motion passes. Next item of business, consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll move to approve the consent agenda. Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the consent agenda. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Garrett?
Aye.
Mrs. Hanson?
Aye.
Mr. Miller?
Aye.
Mr. Mortensen?
Aye.
Mr. Tadolini?
Aye.
Mr. Chart?
All right, motion passes. Next item of business, celebrations. Mrs. Cody?
President Chart, I wanted to share, last Thursday I was able to attend the high school volleyball and middle school volleyball matches. It was a ton of fun, and I wanted to shout out our high school students. I don't know if you can read the sign from where you're at, but it says "Land of the Free, Home of the Diggers." And they were just decked out in red, white, and blue, and cheering all the way through. There were 5 sets in that match, and they just stuck with it through all 5 sets. It was a lot of fun to watch them. I also wanted to celebrate, we have 2 instructional coaches this year, Sarah Bach and Amanda Stroud. We had an instructional coaching meeting last Friday that went really well. We were able to listen to what they're doing right now, just at a high level, how they're supporting staff, and so super excited about that initiative as well.
Very good. Any board members have any celebrations to share? Next item of business, staff report.
Oh, that's me.
Filling in for Danielle Boyer.
Thanks for coming.
So we had our first staff meeting last week on September 10th, and there were 10 people present. We also shared some celebrations, which was highlighting that Coach Rosenbach had the football boys go to the other sporting events for the week since they had a bye week. So they went to softball, volleyball, they went to middle school football. So that was fun, and the cross country meet. We also elected new officers. So Danielle Fullinger is the chair, I'm the co-chair, and Nicole Lowe is the secretary. We listened to building reports from Thompson. How detailed do you guys usually get?
It's whatever you want to share, you feel
Okay.
like is pertinent. You
Okay.
can decide.
Whatever you'd like the board to know about.
Okay, okay. So there were building reports from Thompson, Beaver Valley, all actually really great, and Brush Secondary Campus about things that were going well there. The superintendent's report emphasized DAC's role in overseeing the strategic plan, financial oversight, and parent engagement initiatives. We also got to hear about the 2025 through 2030 strategic plan and look at a little bit of the data from CMAS and PSAT and SAT. And we also had a little bit of an overview and discussion about gate fees and athletic fees through the and reviewed the CHASA eligibility situation from April. It was reviewed what DAC is, their responsibilities are for, the accountability responsibles as outlined, and then we did a prioritization exercise. So we all picked the top 3 priorities and had a quick vote. So we set some rough goals, and we'll discuss some more next time. But roughly right now, they have to do with budget, parent engagement, the district's strategic plan, and performance monitoring. So next time, which is October 8th, we'll finalize these draft goals and come up with some action. Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming.
Thank you.
Next item of business would be the special presentation from food service.
You could grab a second chair if you'd like to. Okay.
You'll be here for just a minute. So Angel and Andre, who could not make it, have achieved their 5 years with Chartwell's.
Very nice.
So, congratulations and thank you. I'll give her hers.
So we want to take a picture, so could you stand next together? And there we go, nice. Thank you.
So thank you, and thanks for coming.
Thank you.
It seems like me, like, can I sit down?
And I want to say thank you not only for your 5 years of service, but you always have a smile.
Yeah,
You're always so.
And he's so helpful, like he is really, truly a blessing to me, so. And then other awards I kinda wanna share, which I think maybe we've already went over once, but is our breakfast and lunch awards that we got from USDA Healthy Meals for All. And it's just, the breakfast part is, low sugar, and then the lunch is for keeping the sodium low. Sorry, I'm gonna get really nervous. A few other things that we have done to start the year off is we did that Dip into Flavor event with the student council at secondary campus. And that's just kind of this first picture up here. And these brave souls came down and tried a few things that I didn't even like, but they tried them out, and the top 3 are listed there. We're gonna put these out at least, well, at secondary campus, I'll probably put 3 out a week. And then the elementary schools will get 1 to 2 different flavors, so they can try some new flavors in there. Instead of just barbecue sauce and ranch. Give them something new to try. The other thing we've done is we worked with Mrs., and I don't know how to say her name, Willow at the, I don't know how to say her last name, I'm sorry.
Moskowitz?
Yep.
Moskowitz.
Yep. And she came in last year and we did a tour of the kitchen, so she can show her kids kind of what we do, and to be able to show them how we keep things clean, and hand washing procedures, and temperatures and all that stuff like that. And we got her to come in again here last week, and we did that with the kids, and Becky does a great job with them. Shows them around and lets them ask questions and do whatever they need to. So those are some of the things we have done. And then some of the things that we are looking at doing, which I'm hoping, I have it worked out with Thompson. Preschool and the older kids, we're just trying to figure out the best way. We're gonna do like a farmer's market, to have some people come in and talk to the kids about where their food comes from and why is it important to buy local. So we're gonna work on that. So I know a lot of you guys kind of are farmers around here, so if anybody wants to volunteer to help do that, that would be awesome. We're gonna try to do that, I think the 3rd week of October we're looking at right now. So that's something fun that I think the kids will enjoy, and then we'll give them some goodies and hopefully some samples of some stuff off the farm.
That is cool.
And then a hydration station, I think was mentioned in our last newsletter, that they are actually starting up this week. They didn't get it last week because they were doing the Dip into Flavor, it got too busy. So our hydration station will be out every Thursday for the next couple of months at the secondary campus, and then they'll kind of put it away and bring it back out for spring. Kind of helps keep the kids going, and they get to sample some new things. And last year they liked the strawberry watermelon or strawberry pineapple. We got 3 or 4 different flavors every week, and give something new to try.
Will you describe the hydration station a little bit?
Yeah, so we have three water igloos, I guess, set out, and we put infused water out for them to try. We do, I know they like the mint lime, which I didn't think they would, but they really like that. And we'll just put 3 different flavors out, and we'll do it every week, and the kids can come and fill their water bottles, or just get something at lunch and have something different to drink, because that's just water and milk. Helps keep them hydrated, and it helps promote the hydration. And with the sports and stuff that they're in, I think that's important for them, so it's kind of a fun thing. Any questions for me?
Great
I
job.
don't think so, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I stayed upright, so I'm good.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for all that you do.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Next item of business, 7.1, board reports. Do we have any board reports?
I attended DAC, same day that, not DAC, I meant Meet and Confer. I'm really sorry, guys. Meet and Confer met before DAC last Wednesday. Talked about the, what do you call it? Not bylaws, but like policies.
The policy.
For Meet and Confer, because I really don't know that there was one, and if it was, I don't think really anyone knew what was there. So it's really nice to see some structure coming around that, and just getting a good understanding so that the people that come to Meet and Confer don't feel like they have to be just beat up by, complaints, or, the same people or even different people coming and just continually questioning them on things like, what is the structure of Meet and Confer, and what's the proper chain of command all the way up, from your building leaders to your building admin to the super, that kind of thing. So just laying out some really good structure there, I think that's gonna help them feel a little more confident in their roles and saying, no, this is not what I have to handle, and I can tell you where to go. So I think it was really good to lay that out. It was just good to get back into the swing of meetings again. Preschool will start next week, or no, this week. It's on my calendar, I promise, I'll be there. So, yeah, that's all I've got.
Any other board reports?
We had a finance committee meeting this evening before this meeting and talked through several things, and just continue to work on perfecting systems and processes, and it's a all mountain to climb, but everybody's working diligently on it.
And BOCES will meet again on Thursday, will be our first one, so
Okay.
I'll jump on for that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else? Okay, next item of business, 7.2, financial report.
So President Charter and Board, I'm going to share Mr. Yake's financial update. He had to step away for an emergency, so he apologizes for not being here right now. So a couple of highlights from his report is he's been appointed to the Colorado Department of Education's Financial Policies and Procedures Committee, which is an honor. He has served on that committee before, but this time he was kind of volunteered because they know him. And he's excited and proud to represent Brush Schools, and said that he'll do so to the best of his ability. The CDE 40 report was submitted and accepted with 0 errors. So there was a small mileage difference. There was of 60 miles, but outside of that, overall it was a very clean audit, which is great news. So a complete change from last year. So yay for that. That's huge. He's also submitted all 12 components for CACFP, which is the Child and Adult Care Food Program. That whole application has been submitted. So, and now that submission is under review. Their audit, or our the regular district audit for 24-25 is scheduled for October 20th. I'm just gonna read this part. It says, over the past few months, we've put in a lot of time and effort balancing accounts, reconciling transactions, and learning the ins and outs of IV, which is the financial software. It says he has to keep reminding himself how far we've come. We've made huge progress. That said, there's still a lot to figure out and clean up in IV. And I would echo that sentiment. I'm hopeful that the audit goes smoothly and that we can complete everything within the 5-day window. It should be an improvement from prior years, and I would agree with that. In addition, he says, to the district audit, we have a comprehensive Head Start audit scheduled for the week of October 13th. So that'd be the week before our financial audit. This one is bigger and somewhat unexpected. It will cover both financial and program details, everything from budget and spending to staff to child ratios, health records, and other required documentation. We're currently working with a program representatives and planning some budget amendments. Depending on what's requested and how quickly we can access it, there may be some audit findings, so we just want you to be aware of that. He'll be working with IV on Thursday to get a detailed reports that they need, and they're saying the financial piece will be up to 4 days. Also, he has finished reconciling the student activity accounts and transferred the remaining fund balances to the general fund, eventually closing those unneeded, unused accounts. Mr. Yake also met with Beaver Valley PTAC to help them apply for a 501c3 nonprofit status and open a new bank account, which was part of the plan to move their finances off the district's general fund. He spoke with Megan today. Their 501c3 application has been filed, and they're voting on bylaws and banking permissions today. This afternoon, they had a meeting at 4 o'clock. Hopefully, they'll be ready for the financial transition by October 1st. And he's meeting with Thompson Primary next Monday to begin the same process with them. And he'll keep the board updated as things move forward. As far as future budget concerns and preparation, he says we're currently evaluating parts of the budget in preparation for potential mid-year cuts or cuts for next year. While nothing is official yet, we're hearing warnings about possible funding rescissions as early as January. We're looking at areas that are furthest from the classroom first, like capital projects and insurance plan changes, to see where cuts could happen if necessary. At the lowest point of the year, he estimates that our reserves will be between $3 million and $4 million, which is equal to about 2 months of spending. While that's not a crisis, as long as we stay on budget and monitor closely, it's lower reserves than we'd like to see. If a major recession or economic downturn hits, similar to what happened in 2008, we'll need to act quickly to protect our financial health. I want to say again, it's not, he didn't say this, but I'm just going to clarify that is because what was previously understood as a fund balance was not a fund balance. All of those were allocated grant funds, so those are now in their separate funds, capital projects, insurance, bond payment, which were allocated in your budget. And so your true fund balance is about between 3 and 4 million. He put this, I'm going to read out loud because I agree. I hear there's a rumor that the community thinks the school district has a bottomless budget or a money tree. He's here to say the money tree is dead. It's been cut down and turned into mulch. We are managing every dollar carefully. I say that with some humor, but it's actually very, very true. We receive multiple requests and kind of shock and surprise when we say no to the requests because we don't have the finances. There was a time where most things were granted. Part of that's because of COVID funding too. But at this time, that day has passed. As he says, that money tree is now mulch. So we are being very frugal. We are preparing for mid financial year rescissions. Quick picture, just to put this out there into the public too, is that as you recall, when we were moving into this fiscal year, there was a major $1 billion state shortfall, right? This August, we found out there was a $700 million, additional $700 million state shortfall. We're being told from the Colorado Department of Education that some of the JBC members do not appreciate that K-12 was left untouched with those cuts, so to plan for a mid-year rescission. So that could happen, and then our next fiscal year, they're looking at an additional $1.5 billion of cuts currently. That could change between now and then. So that's why we're working to look at making some drastic cuts in preparation for what could be our future financial situation. And the next piece is the IV system and process improvements. Over the audits, he will begin after the audits, he'll begin a business process review of the IV system during the first week of November. This will be a full week of work and will examine many areas, but the most critical ones are payroll and HR data systems. Right now, we're finding lots of errors and missing elements in these areas. He expects we'll need to completely rebuild and redesign our processes, including creating new checklists, procedures, and controls. This will be a massive undertaking, including several people over several months. He'll share the final review, or will share, the final review and recommendations with the board on the November 10th board meeting, as much as we know. Final thoughts, everyone in the district office is working incredibly hard. He says we're fixing broken systems while trying to build new ones, and it feels like new projects are being added every single day. Frankly, it's a very stressful and overwhelming time, and it will continue to be challenging for a while. He said, I kindly ask for your continued support and patience as we move through these transitions. We're doing our best to keep Rush Schools strong and financially healthy. Any questions about his report?
I don't have a question, I just want to make the comment. I wanted to allow that to be read before I made this comment and didn't do it in my treasurer's report, but I would advise the board to be prepared to look deeply into our willingness and abilities within our budget to provide some much needed support staff to the district office here over the next several months. As it was stated in Keith's report, they continue to find areas that need corrected, that need fixed, processes, systems, and it's reaching a point where it is becoming overwhelming for our current staff at the district office. And short of saying it just the way it is, we're going to have to figure out a way to provide support to accomplish these things that are necessary.
Thank you. And to piggyback on that, we don't have solutions yet, but what I thought was a mess was a year ago, then now has a mess, more of a mess, and it just keeps coming. So there's a lot that and it's gonna take, as he said, several people, several months. It's huge, and I think most people at the district office, if you were to survey them, all feel very overwhelmed. Gotta correct it, we know that. And I would say that the district office staff are committed to doing things correctly, accurately, with a lot of integrity and with excellence. Just the people here did not make the mess, but we have to fix it. So it is gonna require a lot of patience. Everyone's spending about as many hours as they can.
Well, we need, and some additional supports, because everybody here has a daily job to do on the now, and we've got to figure out how to pick up the past and correct that. So it's going to take additional people and stuff, and we just, I don't think it's attainable with what we currently have, not because of anybody's fault. It's just a bigger task than what time allows for our current staff. So we're probably going to come with looking at some luxuries in our district and having to make some tough decisions on luxuries versus what's mandatory. So that.
Thank you.
Any other comments or questions? Next item of business, superintendent's report.
I think there's oh yeah, you're right, sorry, President Chard. Click on the right thing. Right, I'm gonna pull it up so people can follow along as I go. The key piece for my superintendent's report in this first section is that our next work session will be October 6th. One of the topics for that night will be my quarterly review, so that part of my evaluation. This will be important because we have some board members stepping off the board, and I really want to get your voice and your opinion. So anticipate that.
I'm traveling that day, so I won't be a part of that, but I can get it to you prior to.
That'd be great.
Okay.
Yes, that'd be great.
Be at 6, sorry.
Yes, at 6 p.m.
See it.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
As far as finances, you heard a lot from Mr. Yake's report and Mr. Miller, our treasurer. Couple of things that are action items tonight. There is a request for online banking access for our Morgan County Deputy Treasurer. There is a action item for revision to the SSN paraprofessional salary schedule. It's just that role to align with years of service and pay. The exciting piece that's an action item under your finances is after many conversations between Rosie Evans and me, we're excited to ask the board to approve a lease agreement. Rosie Evans, if the board approves and Mrs. Evans signs it, will be taking over our Little Beach childcare at the end of May. So May of 2026. So super excited to present that to you. And on that note, our Little Beach staff are carrying a very, very heavy load right now. They're short-staffed. It's been hard to hire. So I'm requesting of the board for what I'm calling a transition stipend to understand that they're short-staffed. So, what do we have to do? And so that transition stipend is an action item as well. Another action item is a 15-cent adult meal price adjustment so that it aligns with federal programs. and the requirements of the USDA. And then a foundation proposal that I'm able to present to Mr. Lowry. He's been very gracious. The foundation has been very gracious. And so that will look like the possibility of moving towards practice tennis courts. I don't know if the funding will allow more than 2, but that's what we'll estimate. If we can blend the funding with the United States Tennis Association, the USTA, and then also possibly putting in a fob access at our sports complex, some middle school culinary pieces, and also plus some marketing signage pieces. So that's what we'll be requesting for those foundation funds that were originally given to Brush School District for the building of the greenhouse. This will be repurposed to impact community as much as possible. So we thought those items were things that would benefit the community as well. Any questions so far? The action item underneath technology is the E-rate MOU. This is something that we've traditionally utilized. E-rate is a very complex and cumbersome piece, and so that has been reviewed by legal and ready to move forward on that. And Mr. Murphy will be leading that work, and we're excited that we're ready, and he has good plans to use those monies wisely. There is a preschool and Little Beats report for you. I'm going to go ahead and click that. That is in my superintendent's report, and so just want to know everybody else to be able to see it. So you can see their achievements. So with the preschool program, you can see the preschool enrollment numbers, and then the Little Beats enrollment numbers as well. And they also mentioned that Head Start audit there at the end as well. There is your personnel report is also an action item, and then you have 5 policies listed as first reading, but the first one is an action, or it says number 5, it's the handbooks. It is an action item, but I'm requesting of the board to table that. There's a few corrections that need to be made, and so we just need a little bit more time on those handbooks to get those corrected. So I would recommend the board tabling that. The other 4 policies, the first one is GBBR, and this is just the introduction. This is for informational purposes. We'll discuss them in October. But the first one, let me go back to it, is GBBR. This is a policy that Mrs. Garrett referenced in her Meet and Confer report. This is the policy that the Meet and Confer Committee is working on. We started on it last spring, reviewed it at the last meeting. So if you have feedback, I'll take that back to the Meet and Confer team, and then we'll bring that back. And then obviously in October, we'll have a second reading. Whatever feedback you have, I can take back to that Meet and Confer team prior to you approving it theoretically in November. The next policy is JRA and JRC. This is our student records, release of information on students. So you'll see a lot is pertaining to that immigration law that took place, both this one and for KLG and KLGR. So as you go through this, you'll notice that it will start with a lot of shalls will be changed into wills. The big difference, I'm scrolling down here so just to get to it. Almost, it's like an 8-page policy, so it's a long policy. I'm getting there, theoretically. Maybe I should have this all scrolled and ready. This is the larger piece is why this policy was up for first reading. We're not allowed to include the date and place of birth and then email address. It's really about that date and place of birth in the student's records. We can keep it separate, we can collect it legally, but we can't include it in the student's records. That will go along with this policy, which is another one that's up for first reading. This is KLG. And you'll see that there has been a revision that instead of just saying relations with state agency, this now changes it to state and federal agencies. So that's what this policy pertains to. And then this is the parent policy to the one that is currently being required to be adopted by Colorado law, and that's KLGR. And there's the statute. If you'd like to read the statute, you're welcome to. It's referenced in that first paragraph. We did not have a regulation to KLG before, so this is new. This has been a topic of conversation with superintendents in our region for a while. I borrowed this regulation from Platte Valley, so that's where it doesn't look exactly like CASB's model. The key piece is that it says the district will not include documents on the student's place of birth in the records, similar to what you just saw in JLR. The CASB policy states the district will not collect. We still like to collect birth certificates because we use those for custodial rights, age verification, and different things, but we just won't keep them in the student records, according to this policy. So please read over those policies over the next month, and we will be discussing those in October.
Marcia, for transparency purposes for anybody watching or new board members, whoever's here, could you just give a quick synopsis of the law that passed that is requiring these policy changes?
The quickest synopsis is that you cannot convey the place of birth to anyone. You cannot show that. They can't ask for, like, core the request. In no way can you tell a student or tell an entity as a child's place of birth because of immigration laws.
And that's
Colorado.
Colorado law.
Correct. Correct. All right, the policy up for second reading tonight is IKFE. This is the metrics for graduation requirements. This has been in place for a while. At first was required to be implemented in that 2021 school year. And so it's been in place, but it needs to be in policy. So it's a board's decision what those metrics are. You can see them listed here. Danielle Shields, she does an excellent job. She could tell you how they're meeting these metrics in various ways. And these are aligned to what the Colorado Department of Education recommends as good cut points for each of those metrics. And it's connected to our the parent policy, IKF, which is the graduation requirement policy. So just to kind of build a frame around this, the state of Colorado cannot mandate graduation requirements, but by law, they mandate graduation guidelines. That happened a long time ago. Then there were multiple years to implement that, but you have to have a high school diploma. You now have to meet these graduation guidelines, which at the local level are graduation requirements. The Board of Education is in charge of determining what those requirements are, which merit a Brush High School diploma. That includes credits, the number of credits required to graduate, as well as the metrics. The metrics have to be in both English language arts, reading, and in math. So, any questions about the exhibit here? IKFE? The last policy up for discussion tonight is KDB. This is the public's right to know, freedom of information. We get frequent core requests, and I mean frequent. Because of our internet culture, lots of people want to know lots of things. I do not have any concerns with giving people that are part of our community that have questions about our district, absolutely. Ask them. A lot of these core requests come from like a mass mailing, and then they send it out. So to create a deterrent on some of these requests that just take tons of hours, you just heard about what's going on at the district office level, the district level with district systems. So because of that, I'm asking us to raise the rate of, for when there's a multi-hour request. The first hour is always free, But now we're asking that the second hour and any other hours is raised to the maximum that is allowed by the state of Colorado. If they want something that's that heavy of a lift, like all the vendors and every payment from this year to this year and whatever, you need to pay for staff's hours for that. All right. Board, that's all I have for tonight, unless you have questions for me.
No questions? Okay, next item of business, we have one community comment, looks like, for tonight. Board appreciates hearing from our community and values your input. To participate in the public comment section, please sign before the meeting begins and keep your remarks to 3 minutes or less. We encourage open and thoughtful contributions regarding our school operations and programs. However, please remember to exercise your speech rights responsibly, as you are personally accountable for any legal consequences, including claims of defamation. To maintain a respectful environment for all attendees, including K-12 students, we kindly ask that no profane or obscene language is used. If you have concerns about personnel matters, these should be directed to superintendent or board president in writing with your signature. The board president will recognize each speaker and may pause or end a comment if it's unrelated to school district business, inappropriate for young students, or disruptive to the meeting. We appreciate your cooperation in helping maintain a civil, productive, and welcoming environment. Thank you for taking the time to share your thoughts with us. We have Dominic, can you help me with your last name?
Breton.
With the Kiwanis, and if the board has no objections, we can suspend that 3-minute limit tonight. So you're welcome to
Don't worry.
approach the board.
Shorter's better.
Okay.
All right, so I'm Dominic Breton. I'm the Rocky Mountain District Membership Chair for Kiwanis. We cover Colorado, Wyoming, and a part of Nebraska. I brought tonight with me Kathy Williams. She's our current governor. And Angie, she specializes in club openings. So we've had a lot of great success going into smaller communities and bringing back Kiwanis. Kiwanis is, we're currently at 79 clubs, a little under 2,000 members. Kiwanis is all about supporting our schools. So who here wants your schools to have programs that will help them be better leaders in the community, to keep them out of trouble? I didn't see your hand up. No. My uncle's Tavolini. So we have something for every grade level. And we start with elementary school. For the parents in the room, if you want your kids to learn community service, get them active in the community, it's called K-Kids. Builders Club is our middle school leadership program. And Key Club just turned 100 years. It's the largest student organization in the world. It's high school kids choosing causes and projects that they care about to benefit their community. CKI is the college level. And then we have a program called Action Club, and that's for adults with disabilities. So we are the only service organization that has something for every grade level. And we are all about making the community better. So I gave you 2 simple pieces of paper. I believe we all accomplish more when we work together. Anyone disagree with that? Agreed. And then we're having a little kickoff meeting on Wednesday night at the ice cream shop in Fort Morgan. It's really good if you haven't been there. And then we have a goal to meet with as many community members, business leaders, city council people, any of you. We ask for 10 or 15 minutes between now and Wednesday night. We want to hear what you want in your community. We need to find 20 stakeholders that think this would be a great idea for your community. So you guys will all have my number, 303-919-2680. If you have time, give me a call or a text. You could give my number to anyone. I'm willing to answer my phone any time of day. And then I'm going to actually turn it over to Angie. She'll give you a short Kiwanis International, a little bit of history. Short, no. Gotta keep their attention.
Hi, my name is Angie Didway, and I'm a club opening specialist with Kiwanis International. Hello to all of you, and thank you for allowing us to speak. Kiwanis has been around since 1915. We're in 83 countries around the world. I'm in a Kiwanis club in my little town of Portsmouth, Ohio, and I came out here to help Kathy and Dominique. And we were out here in July and started a club in La Junta, which is east of Pueblo. And, you know, we're all about the kids, not only helping improve the lives of children, but also teaching them how to give back to their community. So some of the examples, Kiwanis clubs build playgrounds, some have even built daycares. You know, they do coat drives, food drives. I have 7 high school key clubs that are part of my club. We have a Cool Kids Read program where we go out into the 2nd grade classrooms and read to them and give them free books. My club is having its annual Kids Day this Saturday. We pass out free books. The police come, all the great role models, the fire department and so forth. We built a playground in our area. Kiwanis has a children's fund. My club got $15,000 from the children's fund, so Kiwanis clubs had that financial resources available. The district also has a foundation. We offer a $1 million liability insurance policy under the Kiwanis umbrella, so if a kid breaks his arm, it doesn't come back on the club, it's covered under that policy. Every penny raised by a local Kiwanis club stays in the community to benefit those local kids. We don't skim a percentage off, we just have annual membership dues. So that's the quick and dirty. If you have any questions at this time, anyone?
I just want to make a statement, is that okay?
Yeah.
I was a member of Key Club going through high school and went to nationals in Washington, D.C. When I was in high school, and it was a wonderful experience. And so just appreciate the work that the 3 of you were doing, and I'm glad to see that there's a possibility of that being reignited in this area.
Yes, there is an opportunity to network at the district and international level. And theoretically, a high school student from a Key Club in Brush School District could be the international Key Club president. So there's also leadership training available. So.
Do any of you have a high school student? There's actually a thing called Key Leader. It's up in Estes Park. It's a 2-day leadership training that any high school kid could go to. It's only $50 for them to attend. And then it brings them back with stronger leadership skills for their school. So it's called Key Leader, Rocky Mountain District.
We have an adult program as well, online self-paced for anyone who's in Kiwanis that they can take. Or anyone can take it, but it's a lot cheaper if you're a Kiwanis member already. So, any other questions? Thank you for your comment. We love running into former Key Club and Circle K members.
It was so long ago we were able to tour the White House. If that tells you how long ago.
And there is a deal. They have a deal. If you have not joined Kiwanis from when you're in Key Club, they give you a special rate because they want to bring back the Key Clubbers into the Kiwanis family.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about new clubs, they don't meet every week at 7 a.m. or every week for lunch. They're much more focused on less meetings and more service.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I passed my card out if any of you want to talk to us. We're here in town through Wednesday, and then we'll all be at the
I live an hour
ice cream
away.
shop Wednesday evening at 5:30, and the general public is welcome to attend and find out more.
And your financial director made an appointment to talk with us tomorrow.
Fantastic.
Very cool.
Not surprised. Mr. Gake, yes. He's like, maybe I'm going to become a Kiwanis member. So, pretty awesome.
I have an application. I'm ready.
You can leave it for him. He has a separate way, but.
Perfect. Next item of business, 10.1. Should I wait for Brandy maybe? What's that?
Either way.
Online banking, Morgan County Treasurer.
I move to approve Rhonda Staley, Deputy Treasurer for Morgan County, to have online banking with ACH access to Brush School District's bond account at the Bank of Colorado.
Second.
So I moved and seconded to approve Rhonda Staley, Deputy Treasurer for Morgan County, to have online banking with ACH access to Brush School District's bond account at the Bank of Colorado. Is there any debate?
Is that
Um,
just, is that just for the purpose of them putting, property tax money into the school district, or what is the purpose
It's
of
the
that?
bond payment. So usually, well, we do have a third party, as bond payments usually do. Ours is Morgan County Treasurer. So usually, our treasurer, county treasurer takes care of it, but if he's absent, he wants the deputy to also have access.
But he's already been granted access. Like
He's
that's
already been granted
okay.
access since the bond has been,
And that's only depository access, right? They can't withdraw.
it's to pay it to this entity.
There's restrictions on that.
And I don't know if you want to add anything to that? Our own banking expert?
They're gonna have, the ACH, but it has to be approved. So
Like
Mr.
signers,
Jake
he's not a
will-
signer.
He's not a signer. Mr. Jake will send him what he needs to send off, and then they'll build it through there.
Any other debate? So the motion on the floor is to approve Rhonda Staley, Deputy Treasurer of Morgan County, to have online banking access with ACH access to Brush School District's bond account at the Bank of Colorado. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Garrett,
Aye.
Mrs. Hanson,
Aye.
Mr. Miller,
Aye.
Mr. Mortensen,
Aye.
Mr. Tadalini,
Aye.
Mr. Chart.
All right, motion passes. Next item of business, 10.2, SSN paraprofessional salary schedule. Is there a motion for 10.2?
I move to approve the significant supports need para salary schedule as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the significant supports need para salary schedule as presented. Is there any debate? There is no debate. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Garrett,
Aye.
Mrs. Hanson,
Aye.
Mr. Miller,
Aye.
Mr. Mortensen,
Aye.
Mr. Tadalini,
Aye.
Mr. Chart.
Aye. Motion passes. Next item of business, 10.3, Evans Early Childhood Center lease agreement. Is there a motion for 10.3?
I move to approve the lease agreement with Evans Early Childhood Center.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the lease agreement with Evans Early Childhood Center. Is there any debate?
I'm assuming all this went through our legal as well, just making sure the public knows. Kind of knew the answer already, but thank you.
Yes, multiple iterations.
Multiple, yes, exactly. Okay, good.
And I think we've said this on public record, but we had a work session with Rosie last month
Yeah. let's
to talk through some of the details, and you've been talking with her, so.
Yes, and it does include that 50% reduction for employees and for tuition. So that's exciting.
Good.
That Rosie agreed to honor that too.
It's very cool.
Any other debate? No further debate. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Garrett,
Aye.
Mrs. Hanson,
Aye.
Mr. Miller,
Aye.
Mr. Mortensen,
Aye.
Mr. Tadalini,
Aye.
Mr. Chart.
All right. Motion passes. Next item of business, 10.4, Little Beats transition stipend. Is there a motion for 10.4?
I move to approve a Little Beats transition stipend at $150 a month to be paid to employees who remain until Little Beats closes.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the Little Beats transition stipend at $150 a month to be paid to employees who remain until Little Beats closes. Is there any debate? There is no debate. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Garrett,
Aye.
Mrs. Hanson,
Aye.
Mr. Miller,
Aye.
Mr. Mortensen,
Aye.
Mr. Tadalini,
Aye.
Mr. Chart.
All right. Motion passes. Next item of business, 10.5, adult meal price adjustment.
I move to approve the adult meal prices from $4.85 to $5 to match USDA recommendation.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the adult meal prices from $4.85 to $5 to match USDA recommendation. Is there any debate? There is no debate. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Garrett,
Aye.
Mrs. Hanson,
Aye.
Mr. Miller,
Aye.
Mr. Mortensen,
Aye.
Mr. Tadalini,
Aye.
Mr. Chart.
Aye. Motion passes. Next item of business, 10.6, E-rate MOU. there a motion for 10.6?
I move to approve the E-rate agreement with Convergent for E-rate consulting services.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the E-rate agreement with Convergent for E-rate consulting services. Is there any debate? There is no debate. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Garrett,
Aye.
Mrs. Hanson,
Aye.
Mr. Miller,
Aye.
Mr. Mortensen,
Aye.
Mr. Tadalini,
Aye.
Mr. Chard.
Aye, motion passes. Next item of business, 10.7, Morgan Community College GED program. Is there a motion for 10.7?
I move to approve the MOU for MCC for GED services.
Second.
It's been moved to approve the MOU, moved and seconded to approve the MOU with MCC for GED services. Is there any debate? There is no debate. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Garrett,
Aye.
Mrs. Hanson,
Aye.
Mr. Miller,
Aye.
Mr. Mortensen,
Aye.
Mr. Tadalini,
Aye.
Mr. Chard.
Aye. Motion passes. Next item of business, 10.8, revision to handbooks.
So we wanted to table the whole thing?
Just don't need action on it if
No motion.
that's what the board's wish is.
They wanted to make some more changes, she saw in the report.
Yeah.
With this
I move to table the revisions to handbooks until the October regular board
wasn't
meeting.
her superintendent,
Second.
I think.
It's been moved and seconded to table the revisions for handbooks till the October board meeting. Is there any debate? There is no debate. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Garrett,
Aye.
Mrs. Hanson,
Aye.
Mr. Miller,
Aye.
Mr. Mortensen,
Aye.
Mr. Tadalini,
Aye.
Mr. Chard.
All right. Motion passes. Next item of business, 10.9, personnel report.
Move to approve the personnel report as presented.
If you go to superintendent report.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the personnel report as presented. Is there any debate? There is no debate. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Garrett,
Aye.
Mrs. Hanson,
Aye.
Mr. Miller,
Aye.
Mr. Mortensen,
Aye.
Mr. Tadalini,
Aye.
Mr. Chard.
All right, motion passes. Next item of business, 10.10, policies.
I move for policies IKFE and KDB be moved to a third and final reading at the next board meeting.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded for policies IKFE and KDB to be moved to a third and final reading at the next board meeting. Is there any debate? There is no debate. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Garrett,
Aye.
Mrs. Hanson,
Aye.
Mr. Miller,
Aye.
Mr. Mortensen,
Aye.
Mr. Tadalini,
Aye.
Mr. Chard.
Aye, motion passes. Next item of business, our work session. Next work session will be Monday, October 6th at 6 PM here. And then next regular board meeting would be October 20th, also at 6 PM here. Next item of business would be clarifications or next steps. Do you have any clarifications from the meeting?
No.
Does any board members have any clarifications? Any board members hear anything tonight that would need to be addressed in policy? Or anything added to a future agenda? No further business, meeting is adjourned. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Is this one?
Good luck, Crystal.
Yes, Crystal, thank you.
Much better. It's getting easier.